Hello, everybody, and here once again for the EUROBOWL 2025 Hungary rosters for the Blood Bowl tournament. This time, I'm joined by the national team representative for Team Sweden, the vice captain Skuld. Please do introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Skuld. I have been with the Swedish team for a couple of years, and this should be fun, I guess.
Well, I've never heard anybody say that EuroBowl wasn't fun, so hopefully that stays true this year as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, always a good time. You were here the last time I did this interview with Caillou as representing the Swedish teams, and always appreciated making time, busy schedules, and travel arrangements to be made. So glad to have you.
Yes, and as Caillou is still the captain, but he's now working night shifts until he departs tomorrow, so I will fill in for him.
Yeah, slightly unfortunate, but hey, at least we got you guys on here. Like, it would be remiss of me to get your predictions of how you're gonna do, and then not have that on replay when Finland wins it all and Sweden doesn't. So,
I mean, you have to have the bad guys on the show, right?
Yeah.
From the Finnish perspective.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. I'm sure not only the Finnish perspective, but yes.
I'm sure pretty much only the Finnish perspective.
No, I think at least Norwegians and maybe the Danes would also agree that you're.
Yeah, probably.
All right, but yeah, let's talk a little bit about your sort of background as a Blood Bowl player in general. Like, when did you get started?
I started playing Blood Bowl 2003 when I joined a local league in the city next to me. I joined my brother who was living there for studying, and he showed me the ropes. And he's also a prominent player in Sweden, and he's also going with a European team. So it's fun to see him since he lives in the wrong side of the Sweden. So not every time I get to see him.
Yeah. There is now a bit of distance between the two of you, like just geographically speaking. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like 8-hour drive if I want to see. It's not really viable for a weekend.
Yeah, I mean you say that, and then we in the Australian talking to them. Apparently, there is a league where somebody has to make like a 500 to 600 mile drive for their league game, not even a tournament, just a league game. So
that's commitment.
Yeah, like if that's not dedication to playing Blood Bowl, I don't know what is. But yeah,
I do love Blood Bowl, but
maybe not that much. Yeah.
I mean, you probably could solve it some other way.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, if you had infinite money, you might as well take a plane, I guess. But yeah.
I mean, infinite money. It's still infinite time is the question.
But coming back to European soil, being next door to Sweden and talking to a decent amount of Swedish players and Finnish players who paddle over to play in Sweden. The Swedish sort of Blood Bowl scene seems very very much alive, very much a competitive scene as well.
Currently I think we never had this many tournaments in a year. I mean, there's small tournaments popping up all over the place, which of course, I mean, more Blood Bowl better, right? But there are also the fact that not everybody can go to everything, so it's kind of decrease the top value of each tournament, I would say. But it's definitely better. More Blood Bowl, better for everybody.
Yeah. As you're like, if you could maybe concentrate a little bit of the tournament and like into a bigger tournament, then that could, maybe for the competitiveness of the event, I guess, like could be better. But yeah, I do agree in the sense that I think like and smaller tournaments do often tend to like is down for reconnection successful. Let's check. Hello, everybody. Apologies, I don't know why, but my streaming suddenly disconnected for a moment there. But we seem to be back and online.
Okay, good.
But
How
yeah,
much?
I think I think you just started talking about the wacky rules in those smaller
Yeah,
tournaments.
I mean, a lot of small tournaments with some wacky rules, they tend to attract more casual players, and us from the EUROBOWL side would prefer more serious and competitive play. So I guess it's good for everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
But
the casual players do need their their tournaments as well. Like otherwise,
yes,
and
definitely.
like those casual tournaments, I feel are like they're very good at like attracting newer players or even like completely new players to the hobby. And then if they want to like start getting more competitive, then like they'll have other tournaments that they can go to, right? Like afterwards, which is so yeah. I think overall like I am also in a similar boat to you in that I'm generally, regardless of the game that I play, I want to play it competitively. So those sorts of more casual, more wacky rules tournaments are not meant for me. But like I still see a lot of value in having them.
Yeah, I fully agree. Same for me. If it's too crazy and too random stuff going on, I'm sure people would like it, but it's maybe not for me. That's okay.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be suited to me, even if I prefer it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, but speaking of like you've been like I would say that you and your brother have both been like fairly prominent in the competitive EuroBowl side of like EuroBowl and competitive side of Blood Bowl for Team Sweden, sort of for a long time now, I would say. So
Yeah, we have played for the Swedish EuroBowl team, both of us 16, 17, 18. And then there was COVID, and I played as well 22 and 23. And Pitpad did not. For one of those years, at least, he was in the Swedish Open team as a reserve.
Yeah, I remember that.
If it was both of the times.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, we do know what it's all about, I would say. Yes.
So since you do know what it's all about, like tell me a little about the Swedish system for like how do you like decide who gets a spot in the Swedish national team for EuroBowl, because it is a very sort of strict competition.
Yes. Well, it's not set in stone, I would say. The only things that are set in stone is that every year after the EuroBowl has concluded, there will be a period of selecting a new or the same captain, but it will go out to a vote between all NAF members in Sweden. And there is a period where you can nominate whoever you like to be the Swedish captain. If they accept, they put out a statement, you could say, that if I am elected, I will do my election for the team process like this, and they list how they want to do it. and then everybody gets to vote, and the one with the most votes gets to be the new captain for the next. And then, of course, they have to follow what they said. Otherwise, there will be an uproar and revolution, and everything would be bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have a system that most people are very pleased with, and that is that you play as much as you can, and from every tournament you get a performance rating that is based out of the chess world, how you calculate the points. I will not go into how you calculate it, but if you perform well against good opponents, you will get a good
gain more points because of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So every tournament is separated from, so you don't get accumulated points. It's just this tournament I got a score of 196. So okay, and then you compare all the scores from all the people that are willing to play for the Swedish EUROBOWL team, and then it's up to the captain to pick which ones they think would do the best. And the current way we have it is that everybody can be lucky and score a really good result in one tournament. But we kind of, not disregard, but what we're looking for is consistency. So if you perform well over a lot of tournaments, that is valued a lot higher than just one good result. Because it's the ranking system is a little bit snowbally. So if you do a really good tournament, you can get a really high score. So
yeah, if you manage to get drawn up against a lot of the the competitive players, and you manage to win against them, then that certainly will net you a lot of points in like one tournament.
Yeah, but it's also it's based on your opponent's ELO ranking and also your win percentage of the tournament. And there is a factor in it that counts as well. But generally that's, and it seems to be very appreciated around the Swedish community. So I think it's here to stay for a bit longer until someone finds something that is better. But we haven't seen anything like it, because what we really don't want is for anyone to have a free spot because of old merits, like he had a really good year 2 years ago, so then his accumulated points are really high. So we're really trying to avoid that, because we want everybody every year to have a shot. But in the end, for the last 2-3 years, it's been the same 10-15 people chasing the
rotating.
There are new people coming, and they're very good. So I believe there will be some changes in the future, which is always good.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having like a strong core of players to form a team around, like that's consistently too well. But like, yeah, it is definitely, and especially like I feel with EuroBowl, like it's such a unique experience. Like even for a coach who's been to a bunch of other tournaments, like getting that experience is gonna be good, I think, regardless. But yeah, no, it's it's an interesting system that you guys have in the sense that I feel like the captain, I feel like unlike a lot of the captain does seem to have a fair amount of power in the sense of like, he's the decider in a way, but it's also, he gets voted in on like a platform of like how he's gonna do things, and like he has to stick to it. So it's not like it like, I think it's an interesting system. Like I could well see it like being used in Finland as well. But like I like we unfortunately, I don't think, like we kind of don't have the numbers yet, like to make that system function as well as you guys.
No, I mean, of course, it requires competition, and it also requires some admin to follow up. But fortunately, we have a guy Grumpelkin, so he's actually in the team this year, who made a script to calculate this performance rating automatically out of from the NAF database, which is nice. So we as individuals don't have to sit and do it manually. That took a lot of time.
Yeah, I imagine so. And I mean, it'll probably like you could copy paste it like really nicely to a spreadsheet, and we both know there's several people in the in the Swedish Blood Bowl community who loves their spreadsheets. So
spreadsheets are awesome.
Indeed. But yeah, no, with I think with that, like we can move on to the next topic, which is we're gonna revisit EUROBOWL 2024 in Athens a little bit. You personally, you were undefeated with Dark Elves getting 1 win and 5 draws.
Well, I mean, you say undefeated, but I had one big loss that tournament. And that was to the environment. I got food poisoning the day before the tournament started, so I was playing with a high fever, and I was not feeling great at all. But
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, coming out of that with the 0 defeats is something I'm really happy with.
Yeah. Other like with you, like I'm glad that you can be happy about your like personal accomplishments. And I mean the Swedish team did pretty well overall. I feel there's so the Swedish team, at least like from what I could gather, you first round got Malta, right?
Yes.
And you drew that game or that round.
I really like the people from Malta, and I'm a good friend with their captain, Janinu. Well, he's not the captain currently, but he was the previous captain. And on paper, I would say we are the favorites in that round. And I myself had I stole the ball and was 1-0 up for the second half, and me receiving, and I still managed to butcher it up to get it to a 1-1 draw. And that meant that the team ended up in a draw. So I think I am to blame for that one. I kind of ran out of players, but I should have done better nevertheless.
No, it's a very steady stream of 1-1 draws all over. Then there was Jonas versus Real Malteser for a 2-2 draw. And then you had the 1-0 surveillance and against Nightsword, and then the 1-0 like 0-1 loss from Caillou to Rone, which is like it speaks of very tight games between the team.
Yeah, I mean usually all games in EuroBowl are very tight. But yeah, it was a small disappointment that round for us, I would say. Who did we play the second round?
Second round, I believe I believe you won against Austria.
Oh yeah, that sounds correct.
Let's see. You faced off against Bagrar. Apologies if I butchered.
It's a Dark Elf mirror.
Then we have Caillou versus Shizo the First. Jonas versus Imotech ridden in with 0 and a 3. Meliscus versus Smog. Nyaga versus Tokiane.
Tokiane, he's actually Swedish. Not he's a Swedish. He has a Swedish passport and is from Sweden, but he's an Austrian resident.
Okay.
So clearly he threw it for Sweden.
Yeah, he clearly did. Yeah. Ost against Topaz, In for the Pain against Outcast, and then Surveillance against Zurpils. I believe that is Team Austria.
Yeah, surveillance. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Tukane is from Wien.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh. So yeah, no, I feel like at least most people would probably rate you as the favorites in this matchup as well against the Austrians.
Yeah, sadly, I have absolutely no input from this round, as I have it's completely
Blanked out.
vanished from my mind. Yeah, I don't remember anything from this round.
Okay.
I blame the fever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, again, you weren't at your best. Like, if you got food poisoning and high fever, yeah, so understandable. Third round, Germany.
Oh yeah, my only win
Yes.
was was against the highest rater I played during the whole tournament. That's
and still probably under the effects of the food poisoning, so that's even more impressive.
that was both days, but it was definitely worse the first day. The second day, the fever had dropped, and I felt at least a little bit better.
Yeah, but this round seems to be like is a fairly convincing win for the Swedes with Surveillance, Niaga, Ost, and Jonas posting 2 touchdowns each in their games. Stimme and won against In for the Pain, and then Junior won against Meliscus, and then you won against Baki, and Caillou drew against Arioso.
Yeah, that should be a really good win because the German team is very good.
Yeah.
So
I like if we're putting like teams into like a ranking, like I don't think Germany, like I wouldn't consider it one of the powerhouses of EuroBowl, but like they're really close, like to like they're a strong team.
We usually from San's tableau when he puts up the NAF average, we are usually very similar to Germany. So that's could go definitely either way. So that's a happy result.
Yeah. And then we move on to the fourth round, which I like, certainly the most painful round of EuroBowl, I think, for Athens. Loss against Denmark.
Yes and no. It's sad because we lost to Denmark, and that's never good because it's Denmark. But also, if I remember correctly, it wasn't really close. I think we were quite clearly beaten.
Surveillance lost 0-1 to Hovering. Niagara 2-1. And then I mean, it was actually fairly close.
And won 2 games. Yeah, it was closer than.
Yeah.
I remember this game, and it was also a Dark Elf mirror. And it was like super safe touchdowns from both sides, and it was not really close for anyone to stop the other one. For at least for my game. I mean, Tank is really good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any question that the Danish team is also a very strong team.
Looking at these results, I think my old pal Meliscus struggled.
He did.
Not his first loss, is it?
No, it isn't.
It's to be Meliscus. Greece. Oh yeah, he started with a draw and then 3 losses. That's not a great start, Meliscus.
That is not. Then 5th round, I believe you played against the Netherlands.
I think wasn't it Portugal or
was it? Hold on.
Yeah, Haktar and Stingray are from Portugal. Yeah.
Okay, then
you move past it. You need to scroll up.
There you are. Yep, Surveillance, Hakta, Ninja, Datero, Stingray, Vital. Right. Yeah, correct. It is in fact Portugal rather than Netherlands.
Stingray, yeah. Sadly, I don't have a lot of memory of this round as well, but I think, was it an overall draw again? Or did we win?
I believe you won. That's Ost lost, Surveillance won.
Yes, we lost everyone.
Yeah, Jon in for the Pain won, and Meliscus won 3-0.
About time.
Yeah, he finally started pulling his weight. Yeah, but yeah.
No, but that's good. Yeah. So, and I remember after 5 rounds, we were starting looking at the table, of course, and France had the best EuroBowl team I ever seen, and was just steaming ahead of everyone. And I know also the Americans were a couple of points ahead.
Yeah.
But after that, it was a real open battle for the third spot.
Yeah.
With a lot of teams contending for it, us included.
Yeah, I believe Poland and Germany were definitely in there. The biggest
Denmark,
surprise, Denmark, the biggest surprises I think were that England did not have a great tournament, and neither did Italy. I don't think so.
No, I didn't think they. I think they lost the first round, both of them, and then they played each other round 2, which was very, very much amusing for everybody else.
Yeah. But yeah, then we get to the most important game of the EuroBowl. I feel, at least from my point of view, the sixth round.
And this one I actually remember well, which is nice.
Yeah, you went up against Evil Smoothie and Team Finland versus Sweden, which is a classic matchup, if nothing else, in pretty much everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. Oh, and I played my Dark Elves against the Evil Smoothie, and he played Dwarves. And he started on offense. And for the first 6 turns, he removed a player a turn.
Which is, I mean, it's impressive that you managed to claw the 1-1 draw then.
Yes. He did a mistake and put his cage too close to the end zone. So I... cage died with a Witch Elf. 2 dice uphill, push him into the end zone. So I think it was 2 or 3 turns in the first half. And I managed to score. So it was 1-1 for second half, and then something bad happened, and nobody won in the end. That's a draw that felt like a victory for me.
Yeah.
And as we're looking at the other tables, we noticed that I think Poland were losing, and there was some other. I think if it was Switzerland also that was losing. So there were teams that were higher up than us were dropping points. So if we could clinch this off as a win, it would be really nice. And let's see, it was Surveillance Brutopatia. And it was Nyaga Nama, as well as In for the Pain Tonalt. Those 3 games were still going on at the end. And Bruto scored and Nama scored, giving Surveillance and Nyaga each a 1-turner with Wood Elf and Skaven. And In for the Pain had the ball midfield, but he was not doing great on time, and his position wasn't the best. So with 2 chances of one turner popping in, the hopes were high, but in the end both of them failed, and In for the Pain's game ended in a draw, as you can see, which also led, funnily enough, Brutopatia to have a defensive 1-turn chance as where the ball landed. He just needed like a million dice, starting with a 6+ that he got, and then I think it was a 5+ after that failed. But yeah, it was a great chance. So that draw felt like a small loss, considering our chances of a podium placement. And then we had to wait for the tiebreakers, because I think it was like 5 teams on the same point in the end. and if I recall correctly, I think we were 2 points, tie-breaking points behind Denmark. So they got the third place, and we got the fourth.
Yeah.
So, but fourth place is still the best Swedish placement in a EuroBowl. So, even though we're slightly disappointed, it's also something that we can be proud of.
Yeah, absolutely. Like being that close to getting a podium placement is a great achievement in as competitive a tournament as EuroBowl.
Yes, but since EuroBowl is growing and there are more teams being entered in the EuroBowl, and it's still only 6 rounds. I think it's a small problem how the scoring is done, because when you add more teams, of course the quality of the teams are gonna be at least initially lowered. So if you get a favorable draw, it could really help your chances.
Yeah.
So I think it's a problem that needs to be addressed somehow. I'm not sure how to solve it. If it's more rounds or some sort of seeding, which I really don't like.
Yeah, it would feel it would feel off. I feel like if there was if suddenly like you started doing some kind of seeding, like it just. I feel it just goes against the feel like how EuroBowl should be. So, but we do have a comment from Fuel, who is a national team captain as well, and he says 6 rounds is good for 64 teams, so it's enough, I think.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's enough to have a clear winner. Because if you win 6 games, you can always win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think it's a small problem. Yeah. But there's a logistics that are a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Adding more rounds would make it harder for people to play, which is worse.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just have an issue with it. I don't have a solution.
Yeah. I'm sure that. Yeah, I'm sure that like people are like, it's not like this is a thing that would surprise like the people organizing the thing. So I'm sure that people are trying to think of some kind of a novel solution for it that doesn't screw anyone over. But yeah, I can see how how it might, like, especially if we keep on adding teams. But yeah.
I see. He agrees with me as well. But, for a winner, it's a good system. Yes.
Yeah.
But after that, it's a mess. Yeah, correct. I agree.
All right, but speaking of, well, probably not speaking of any winners. Unfortunately, you only got fourth. But and just as I say that, the site with the rosters decides to refresh itself once again. Could do with a different tiebreaker, certainly, but what tiebreaker could that be? Is it like that? That's the burning question, I think.
Yeah, I think strength of schedule is good because I don't really like one of, let's say, the French team that played last year. That was clearly a powerhouse, and they get to play a new team that never been.
Yeah, the first time you're a ball.
Yeah, like almost their first NAF games.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna win like 6 or 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Wins, and that kind of ruins the tiebreaker because since that is what's it called, individual points first before opponent score, which I think would be the best one to have.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that it is gonna there's gonna be, like, I don't think that like the people that are taking part in EuroBowl are blind to this sort of thing. So
no.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people thinking of like just exactly how to deal with it. But
yeah,
now let's talk about the Swedish roster of coaches. You have it's mostly the same from last year. There's a two names who's been swapped in with Koma and Grumpelkins as the two new names, like with everyone else having been there for Athens.
I can't even remember who's not in.
Surveillance and Jonas are the
Jonas.
two.
Oh yeah. That's correct. And this selection of team process was the hardest we had, I think, so far, because there's no secret that there's many of us that didn't really approve of the rule set.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 of our coaches, myself included, are preferably elf players, and we didn't really like the rule set for playing elves. So the only elven team that we found
good
to our
enough
liking was the Elven Union team, and there was 3 of us who wanted to play it.
Yeah.
But it was a tough selection. But in the end, we found something that hopefully will work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there was definitely, this is definitely one of the EuroBowl's rule sets that I think has created a lot of discussion because of, there, especially like I heard a lot of Lizardmen coaches were not at all happy with the options offered to them. So and they took
they struggle with with the money, I think.
Yeah, they like compared to last year, like Lizardmen being one of the most like brought in races, and now there's 7. I think is a massive drop. Not as big of a drop as the Dark Elves, who only have 3 representatives, I think, this year. So yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I don't personally think that like this. Like there being a different meta to like in this EuroBowl compared to the last EuroBowl. I don't like theoretically. I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I think that like but there were a lot of people who thought that the rule set going into Hungary was too experimental for their tastes, or leaned too heavily into favoring certain races.
I mean, I think they've been quite good at communicating and offering
reasons,
suggestion to the public. So I think they've been quite open, and I think that's a good thing. And after hearing what they're saying, I mean, they kind of achieved slightly what they wanted to do, and that is to create slightly a new meta and have a little bit of mix of the teams, because in Greece, I think it was like almost all nations had the same 10 rosters in their 8.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's slightly more diverse now.
Yeah.
So if that was the goal, they succeeded. If they wanted to make people slightly unhappy because they don't get to play their favorite race, they kind of also succeeded.
Well, you can't always get what you want.
No, which is fair. I mean, the best part is it's the same for everybody, so it's not unfair to anyone.
We do also have another national team representative in mile 88 coming in and saying that the opponent score tiebreaker seems to be the most logical one. I'm surprised it wasn't already in place. Yeah, I'm slightly surprised by that as well. Like it is a I feel that's like, even for like outside of Blood Bowl, like that seems to be like one that a lot of other tournament type like things like is the first tiebreaker. So
I think it should be. I think there's some. This is. Let's say I start a rumor. I don't know. I think it's the top teams who are afraid to give away, because they're always going to win bigger.
Yeah.
So that tiebreaker is probably better for them.
Yeah.
But they also should win against better teams, so I don't see the problem.
Yeah, I mean it is. I think it could be one of those like situations where it is like an advantage that they've had up until this point, and they're kind of loath to give that up.
But I think that one will change.
Yeah, I'm.
If it hasn't, I think it will.
Yeah, fair enough. But getting into the actual rosters that the Sweden is bringing to the table. First off, we have one of the new ones, Coma, Elven Union. Speaking of the one elf team that almost everyone's bringing.
Yeah, he tried several different options, but in the end, he settled for this one. And I spoke a lot with him during the build-up, and I think this roster is quite nice. I think what it lacks, of course, is a bench. It only has 12 players.
Yeah.
So that's a problem with this killer bowl rules.
Yeah.
With so many mighty blow tackle players and not enough dodge to get away safely.
Yeah, and even if you have the dodge, there's like what 20 plus dwarves in the tournament, so that like sometimes even the dodge wouldn't save you.
True. But if you play against dwarves, you just need to score one.
Yeah.
You don't lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like the roster, but as we spoke a little bit beforehand, and it's not the roster I would bring. I would make one change, and that I would not have the stack. I would take away diving tackle, and I will get another thrower in and get him to have dump off.
Which is
so I think you're.
Yeah. I personally agree with that choice. Which it's the one thing that has been kind of gnawing at me, like having taken a look at the Pro Elf rosters that we have so far, is that like for reasons that are kind of, they just don't take a fourth catcher, and like the catcher is, I feel like the catcher is one of the primary reasons that you play a Pro Elf team in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best catcher in the game.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want to have 4 of them?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, people have valued the skill stack quite highly, I feel, on the Pro Elf teams. Whether it is the blitzer with the dodge diving tackle, which is a phenomenal piece to have, or whether it's a catcher with wrestle strip ball, wrestle frenzy, or even a couple of bludge catchers.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are good. I mean, it's easy to get a good Elven Union roster. I would say there are many good viable options. I mean, I've seen a lot of rosters with 13 players, but only 2 catchers, and they argue that it's easier to protect only 2. But if you have 4, you can afford to lose 2. So.
Yeah. You can lose 2, and the catchers are infinitely better than a lineman is. So,
well, not infinitely, but a lot, yes.
I mean, the movement difference and the built-in catch nerves of steel like that. That just yeah. But yeah, no. Yeah. Like you said that you had essentially like 3 people who want to play elves in the Swedish team, and Koma ended up being the one who actually got the elves. So talk to me a little about like what kind of coach he is.
He historically played a lot of undead, and he was a master of getting draws. And he's been, I think, reserved for the Swedish EUROBOWL team 3 or 4 times, and he has played for Sweden in I think it was Portugal, 2017.
Okay.
So he's no rookie. He's definitely experienced enough, and he's been doing well since he's doing better since he switched away from undead and started playing different kind of elves and also Skaven. So started winning more games, and definitely increased his winning percentage. So yeah, it's a good coach that is reliable, I would say.
Yeah, and I mean, all of those are good things to have in your like. Especially like the elf team or the elf like teams that you have, like those coaches. If you can rely on them to be able to like you like those are the coaches I feel that you turn to if the team needs a win. Like if a team needs to win a game, it's the Elven Union coach, it's the Skaven coach, it's a Wood Elf coach that I would turn to first, and being consistent with that.
You can't really go up to the Tomb King player and says, you need to win this for us now." That's not gonna happen.
I mean, you wouldn't think so, but like that has happened to me in a team tournament before, where I've been but at desperate times, desperate measures, right? So, but yeah, no, it's but yeah, it's interesting to hear that like there were. Like, I think this is the first interview where there's been talk of like several people wanting to play the same team, and then one of them managing to win out on who gets it.
Yeah, that definitely is what happened. But I think in the end, no one is unhappy or anything. I mean, unhappy, sure, but not at anyone else, but just in general that I don't get to play my Wood Elves.
Yeah, fair enough. Moving on, we've got the other new name with Grumpelkins in the sense that like new from Athens. He's certainly not a new name. I feel in that sense.
No. They're new. No new names. But yeah, I'm happy for him that he made the team, and would he be his first EUROBOWL appearance? So, and I mean, he has a team that's it's easy that it could go wrong. Just fail a couple of pickups, and your day might be ruined.
Yeah.
But looking at the team, it is exactly as how I would build it. I'd have had something to say about it, and I like how this team is built.
Yeah.
I played against it a couple of times, and it's easy to not have any players left. So
I can see how that could come about. Yeah.
But yeah, if he gets an 50% win record, I think everybody would be happy for him. If he does better, of course, better. Yeah. We wouldn't say no to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
I mean, first appearance, and also not the easiest roster to win games with. But,
no,
very good for draws.
No, certainly not what you'd want to go for. Yeah, as a sort of like you need to win the majority of your games sort of team. The one thing that pops like in my mind, since we're talking about the Tomb Kings here, is that it's the one team that isn't at the top of the like popularity among other teams going to EUROBOWL, because this team in most other like teams, this would be a dwarf team rather than a Tomb Kings.
Yeah.
Is it just a person?
Dwarf player is also our best undead player, so he can't play twice.
Yeah. And Grumpelkins himself is not a dwarf coach, then I take it?
No, I haven't seen him play dwarves, I think, ever, but he usually plays Lizardman on Tomb Kings, so it's not too far away from dwarves. So, but since he performed well with Tomb Kings, he's more comfortable bringing them, so that makes entirely sense, I think, to bring them.
Yeah.
And I think the Swedish meta is dwarfs are kind of looked down upon, I would say, but that's only for the pun. I think they're lower rated overall
than what EUROBOWL
in Sweden
seems to be
than the general consensus. So
No, it is one of those like things that I feel it's a team that I find strange to find missing in as competitive of a team as the Swedish team is, because of the fact that I'm gonna assume that you were well aware that there was going to be an Amazon team in most, if not all like team rosters going
definitely.
in, and
Yeah,
like
I mean,
like that's the one big where I see the like you guys getting a disadvantage for not having a dwarf team like in the lineup.
yeah, fair. But since with the new Amazon team,
Mm.
with the defensive guard blockers,
Yeah.
it's the matchup is worse for dwarves than it was previously.
Yeah.
But if they have, of course, 3 mighty blows, things can change quickly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you never know. It's still not what the Amazons want to play, but it's not
Yeah.
as bad as it once was.
Yeah, but like for the Tomb Kings, like the Amazon matchup, I feel is even rougher than what it was before.
Yes, but on the other hand, for the Tomb Kings, the dwarf matchup is pretty good.
Yeah, the dwarf matchup is an absolute treat for I feel Tomb Kings. Like that is the one of the teams that you want to get match up in, like because you will just win them at like beat them at their own game, and unless you randomly find yourself short a Tomb Guardian or two, like the dwarves don't really have a lot to say.
No, yeah, that's entirely sensible.
Huh? you seem very surprised that I have sensible ideas about Blood Bowl.
Yeah, I thought I knew you better than this.
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. I can still surprise you.
That's what you get.
Moving on, we have In for the Pain with a human team. And
Yeah.
we've seen a couple of human teams so far, and I feel this is what I would call the like this looks like the human roster that I would take.
Yeah, same.
Like the one thing that I would be is like would I change the wrestle for a dirty player on the human lineman just to have that potential of getting like an extra removal or two? Like that's the one thing that like I'd at least like play around with.
Don't tell him for the pain because he loves dirty play too much.
Yeah, which is I'm a little surprised that he didn't, but like I mean, having a wrestle piece is can come in real clutch. So.
Yeah, I mean, having a lineman with a block or wrestle is just so much better than a lineman without.
Yeah.
So since you only have 2+1 reroll, I mean, there are gonna be 3+ dodges if you play humans. So rerolls are good, and if you can safely block somewhere, sometimes it's nice. So I mean, wrestle is just good. I think it's the more reliable choice, and in EUROBOWL, you kind of want to be reliable and not lucky.
Yeah.
I think.
No. I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, clearly, it is the tackle mighty blow blitzer who is gonna be doing like if he goes off, right? Like he's the thing. Yeah. But it's like the rest of the team. I very much agree that you should probably go like try to make the rest of the team as reliable as possible, and then you have that one player that if they manage to start like removing players like a lot, then like that's your ace in the hole essentially. But I do like the sidestep on the catcher is one of those things that like I don't see a lot of people like take a sidestep on the human catcher, but like I very much like the idea of that. Like it's just
it's really good defensively.
Yeah.
And it's also nice to have for the
like having
one-turn option.
Yeah, like having two different one-turn options is always better than having just the one. So
yeah, especially you can't just set up however you like against humans with their one turn, because if you put everything forward, they're just gonna lob a halfling over.
Yeah.
So with sidestep, I mean,
yeah.
At this level, you should probably be able to do a one turn even without sidestep and movement 8. But
I mean, it always helps.
Depending on the setup, and you might have lost some players, so it's always nice to have. But I think it's mostly there for defense and to be covering squares and be annoying.
Yeah, be in the way. Yeah. All right. I mean, in for the pain. Like I think we were both fairly well acquainted with. But how is it? I haven't ever actually gotten, like, I don't think I've ever played him like in Blood Bowl online or otherwise.
No, he doesn't really play online at all anymore. The occasional fumble game, I think, but he's very good, and I mean, if you get him very drunk, he's still very good, which is impressive. But of course, this is EUROBOWL, so that wouldn't be happening.
I mean,
he's always good, no matter what team, no matter what shape. He can just pick up Blood Bowl at any time and just perform well.
And I mean, having those sorts of coaches that you can essentially like just go like, okay, we need you to play this team, and they go like, all right, and perform well, like that. Like that's even if they don't perform, like maybe they'll probably have like a team that they're especially good with, right? But in a team environment, like having that one player who you can go like, okay, because of these players playing these races, we need somebody who can play these guys, and having that in a coach is very valuable for a national team standpoint.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to see that there is a hole in the meta. Like, I mean, he could have played the dwarves, but at least us in Sweden find that humans are a stronger pick, and they're also good against Amazon. So
yeah.
With the tackle mighty blow, blitzer, it's all they need.
Yeah. Speaking of Amazons, next up we have the Swedish Amazon player, Caillou.
Captain Caillou, yeah.
And I mean, this is, I think this is the default setup for Amazons.
Yeah, I mean, the only really questions is, do you have any wrestle player?
Yeah.
Or do you just go block?
Yeah.
And what do you pick on the blockers? Do guard or do you do block?
Yeah.
I am a big fan of the guards.
No.
Caillou was a less big fan of it, but in the end he went for it. So I'm happy. I think this is the best.
No, I think like I would have at least one wrestle. Like I think I would have it on a line woman rather than either of the Piranha Warriors. Like I think it's just like wrestle kind of wastes them just a little bit of their potential just having bludge, right? But I would want to have at least one wrestle line woman rather than a block. But I can understand like just wanting to have bludgers. Like it is an entirely natural one to have.
Yeah, me personally would also like a one wrestler in the team.
Yeah,
and I don't mind it on one of the blitzers because they also have jump up.
Yeah.
As well with wrestling.
Yeah, no, it for me it's always just the like. I mean, maybe I've been facing off against like too many opponents, but it's just one of, especially when I played like Amazons. Previously, it was anytime an Amazon went down, there was a boot nearby with her name on it. So, like, especially like now with the new rules, like I imagine that the Piranha Warriors would be like number 2 on the list of people to foul. Like, Jaguar Warriors probably being on the top of the list there. But
to be honest, if I get to pick what to get rid of, I would pick the blitzers because the hit and run is just awesome.
It is just an extremely good skill, which is another reason why do not wrestle the enemy because you're gonna get booted afterwards. Is my take on it. But
it's entirely fair.
Yeah. Caillou as a coach, like I mean, clearly he's good because he's the team captain.
I mean, first of all, it's a good friend of mine, so I can say this without any hesitation. He's absolutely the most boring guy to play ever. He doesn't say anything during the game, and he always plays teams, control teams, and he plays them extremely well. And he always looks for the perfect move. And it takes forever, and he finds them, and it's
yeah. Suddenly, your game plan has been unraveled, and now you're left scrambling.
Yeah, it's a problem. But yeah, no, he's actually me and In for the Pain and Caillou are very good friends, and we were sitting at his kitchen, Caillou's kitchen, over a couple of beers at one point, and we forced him to start playing Lizardman because we thought, oh, it's a boring team that still have a movement 8 and dodge and stunty, so you can, when things go wrong, you can still YOLO score. And he started doing it, and he started to perform a lot better. So he has, over the last, I don't know how many years, steadily increased his skill, and now he's one of the top players in Sweden, which is a very good thing.
All right. And I mean, yeah, for that sort of a methodical control player, like Amazon is probably one of the best teams, like in the current, like the EUROBOWL meta to take in. So yeah, no,
I mean, pick your reason. It's still the best team.
Yeah. No. Moving on. Meliscus. We got Shambling Undead, and you already kind of gave him some high praise, considering he's the best undead player in Sweden.
Yeah, you can. If you look at coach lists with the rankings, he is the highest ranked player currently with his team, and he has. I mean, he's even been ranked higher, and he's played undead for like 2 years in a row now, and he's always doing good. His record with them is frighteningly good. And also of course a good friend of mine, and whenever we look at the Blood Bowl game or play a Blood Bowl game, we have the opposite play styles. So, we pick things in a roster differently. I mean, I wouldn't have Mighty Blow. I would have a tackle player, and I would definitely have 4 ghouls instead of a zombie. But that would mean a skill less.
Yeah.
But I like movement.
Yeah.
And he likes. Yeah, he's a very, very good bash player, and I am not.
Yeah.
So full confidence in him. Although he's seemed to be cursed whenever it's time for EUROBOWL. I mean, we looked at last year's 2-1-3 record. He would definitely not be happy with that, and he also had a terrible time in Wales when he earned the nickname Captain 5 Losses, as he was the captain, and he lost 5 games here in Rome. He only managed to beat Finland. So, I mean, that's a free win for most teams, so it's fair.
I mean, back in Wales, probably, yeah, but things have changed, I feel, like, since then and now.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Finland are the top players of Finland are very good.
Yeah. So. I mean, yeah, no. I got to play them like on tabletop like a couple of months ago myself for the first time, and no, they're
I assume
actually.
You won?
I mean, I wish. No. They won the entire like team tournament that I was in, and I mean they're very good. Yeah, like I mean, obviously biased as I am, they're still very good. But yeah, no, I would agree with your. I mean, I probably wouldn't go for the 4th ghoul, but I would go for the tackle. So I'm kind of a middle ground between you and him then. But yeah, no, it's I mean, Captain 5 Losses. It's a hell of a nickname to get.
I think it was Triple Skull who earned it first. I'm not sure. But then I think that was for a World Cup. and then it's 9 games. So
Yeah.
I also earned the title in Alicante, so we're all happy to be there.
All right. Next up, Skaven.
Yeah. So this would have been another Elven Union if we get to pick whatever we like.
Yeah.
And so I was playing Skaven this weekend that just passed. And I mean, on paper it looks like a really good team for me, but it never works for me. I don't know what's going on. Niaga went with the 4 gut runner build.
Yeah.
No thrower.
Yeah.
So only 2 rerolls. But I mean, gut runners are awesome.
Yep.
So hope they perform and don't die too much, and that the rerolls are enough.
Also went for Mighty Blow rather than tackle on the Blitzer there.
Yeah.
It is one of those, like, maybe I'm like, it feels like I'm rating tackle too highly, because like in EUROBOWL, like from looking at the roster, like there's been many a roster where I've gone like, well, I just want to have tackle in there somewhere, right, where there isn't one. And I don't know, maybe I just rate the tackle skill too highly. I don't.
You're speaking to the wrong crowd, as I'm kind of with you. I also like tackle a lot, but also tackle can be a dead skill.
It can, yeah.
Mighty Blow is never a dead skill.
Yeah. I mean,
always.
yeah, it's like, I mean, if it never activates, then yes, it is a dead skill, but yeah. But yeah, no, I just feel like for Skaven specifically as well, is that like you are gonna have a Rat Ogre in like a tournament roster, and like that's your Mighty Blow if you really need one. Like I don't like Rat Ogre being, I would say, one of, if not the best big guy out there. Like
Kroktigor and Rotspawn, I think, are the 2 best.
Not Bloodspawn. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but he's so expensive.
Yeah, he's so expensive, and yeah. Like, yeah.
But yes, of course, that one is awesome. But who plays Khorne?
Apparently, I believe 2 people in EUROBOWL, and but yeah.
I think that proves my point.
Yeah, true. But yeah, no. But yeah, Rat Ogre is still a very good big guy, and like especially like if you slap the Juggernaut on him, he becomes that much more reliable, and you want to keep blitzing with him. So I find the Blitzer with Mighty Blow just, it feels a little off in the Skaven roster for me. But like,
there's also a problem with the Rat Ogre, or 2 actually. Animal Savagery. I mean, of course, it's awesome for when you're doing your 1 turn, that you can know that you get your blitz.
Yep.
But also hitting your own players when you only have 12 with Mighty Blow.
Yep. It's not great. Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
And also the fact that he only has 9+ armor. It's
yeah, he's not as durable.
It's not rare that he goes off the pitch, which it's a mighty blow to the.
You had to go
to
there.
this gaming team. Yeah. I did, yeah.
All right. But yeah. I mean, even with the lack of tackle, like it's still a very good, like, Skaven team is going to be very good. Especially, you've got the 4 gutter runners. If the gutter runners and the Rat Ogre like stays on the pitch, like that is still a formidable team of rats. So.
Yeah.
And Nuaga, like, never met him, and I haven't ever played him, but I've heard a lot of good things about him as a Blood Bowl coach.
He's very good. He always beats me, which is annoying. And we usually we are 2 of the elf coaches in Sweden, so it's usually an elf off, and his team never dies. I'm so jealous. And then I look at him for the EUROBOWL team, and then his half his team is off. So pick your time, Niaga.
Yeah. I'm sure that he'd probably also prefer to lose most of his team against you, and not do that in EUROBOWL rather than the way it is. But
I mean, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, beating you is important. Like, I can agree with him on that at least. But like, Then Ost. With with vampires.
The veteran of the Swedish team is, I think he and Meliscus, possibly in for the pain, have played the most games for Sweden over the years. And if it's someone who's reliable, I would say it's Ost. He's also a really good team player that could pick an off team. I mean, Vampire is not an off team,
no,
sure.
But he could.
But usually he performs extremely well with Norse, and that's usually not that top 6 team.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm fully confident in Ost's abilities, and yeah, he's very good. And he went for the 6 Vampire build, which is probably the best. And yeah, I like the skills he have picked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's got any wrong skills in there. And it is one of those where, like, I can certainly see the argument to playing like with 5 vampires and more thralls, right? Or a extra reroll. It's
I mean, if you could trade 1 thrall for an apple, I think this would be awesome. But I don't think you can afford
no,
it.
No, I don't think it make the difference. No. But yeah, no, it's
you really want those vampires on the pitch.
Yeah, you absolutely do. And like I feel that in a EuroBowl where there's gonna be more brawl than usual, like on the pitch. There's gonna be more bash on the pitch. Like having the 6 vampires, like because like if you go down to 5, it's not a runner that you're generally gonna be cutting. It's one of the blitzers, right? So losing the strength 4 piece like is a big blow in a meta that's like more brawl heavy, I feel.
Yeah, with this much mighty blow around, I think it's a good thing, and he's also very very good at being conservative with accepting bloodlust and taking the turnover instead of fighting your own players. So yeah, so I think it's a good fit for him, and also good for me, because if he didn't pick vampires, he would probably be playing Necro, and I would be lost somewhere, not knowing what to play.
Well, I mean, it's not like Wood Elves are unrepresented, so I'm sure that you could have made a good case for them, but
I mean, someone has to play vampires as well.
Yeah. Last but not least, I think we covered Ost as a coach fairly well. But yeah, last but not least, you yourself with some necromantic horror and
Yeah, and I know this might be slight surprise to see for some people that I went with the stack of Sure Hands block on my goal. But I mean, what wins games is the ball in the end. And with just 2 rerolls and agility 3, I really want to have Sure Hands to be able to save rerolls for picking up the ball, because ball is important.
Yep.
And things will happen. Players are good, so getting a 1-die on your ball carrier, it's not impossible with some shenanigans. So it's always good to have blodge and protection against triple.
Yep.
The weakness is of course that it's only 2 rerolls, and the flesh golems will have to block a lot without block.
Yep.
And also a naked ghoul is a prime target for anyone. So, and losing your ball handler players is a problem, I have noticed.
I mean, yeah, with only 4 of them for the team is even losing just the naked ghoul like just makes things seem so much more tense, I feel, for a necro team.
Yeah, and I seen the other popular build is with just 1 werewolf.
Yeah.
So you start with less, but you get a reroll.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why people are doing it, but for me, it's like starting a running race with your shoelaces tied. It's just a hindrance.
Yeah, no, I
mean, what if I roll only good? Then I've wasted stuff on a reroll.
Yeah, true enough. And I mean, I do think that, like, you know, the werewolves are a core reason that the necro team is as good at it as it is, right? So I feel if you're not taking 2, like, you have to have a good reason to not take 2, and I think just getting an extra reroll is not good enough of a reason for me personally, at least.
Yeah, I find it difficult not to have all the positionals when they are so good as they are,
and so necessary. Like as you said,
yeah,
like just
a zombie
having
is so bad.
Yeah,
They're very good at standing in the way and taking a block to the face, but that's not what you want to do all the time.
yeah.
And if you actually want to score and actually take the ball away from someone, you need better players than zombies.
Yes, and I mean, again, the one thing of, like, Wraith is a great player, but he has no hands, like, unlike the white on the undead team. So it's like that. I like that. That's one of my personal reasons why, if, like, you know, Shambling Undead and Necro are often, like, compared as teams as, like, being fairly similar, and not for nothing. Like, they play in my opinion, they play fairly similar. But I like the bigger 2 reasons are that I couldn't, like, as much as I like and have been singing the praises of the Wraith as a player piece, I don't think I could play it, like, because they have no hands. And the same, like, I also am, like, mummies over flesh golems any day for me personally. So it's like,
yeah, I mean they are better, of course,
yeah.
but there is, apart from cheating elves, is there any team that is so fun to play as Necro? Probably not. I love to play them in defense. You have stand firm and sidestep and foul appearance, and yeah, you're just annoying everywhere and frenzy. Yeah, it's.
I mean, I'm
great.
I'm biased because, like, you know what team has a bunch of annoying skills on defense. It's called Imperial Nobility, which is like, but yeah, I don't think we need to talk about how well they're gonna fare in as bash heavy of a EuroBowl as this one. So.
You are correct. It's a very fun team, but their best skill is to take a punch in the face, and that's not gonna.
Unfortunately,
work over.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they don't really have the armor to be taking that punch either. So it's like,
exactly, that's part of the problem.
Yeah, it certainly is. Oh,
am I completely satisfied with my roster? No. Do I think I want to change it? No, because. But it's not 100% fit for me. But I don't want to change it to any of the other options I've seen. So I don't feel like I missed something.
No. Yeah, no. There is one, like, there was a, like, in one of the previous interviews, like, one of the Necro teams went for a killer Wraith with Tackle Mighty Blow, which I can understand wanting that because, again, Amazons are afoot. But it did mean that he only had the one werewolf, as we've discussed, and that's a big ask, I feel like. And then you don't have a Wraith with guard, which is like the guard sidestep with foul appearance block. It's just a so good combo. So
yeah, I mean, Mighty Blow tackle stack. It's of course really good, but it's not really my playstyle to go for removals. So I think this is a better fit for me. Would I say that the Mighty Blow tackle roster is not a valid? No, of course not. It's still super good, but yeah.
All right. With that, I think the next topic of our discussion is so with the fourth place that you managed to achieve, and like where is your aim this time? Like, what do you have an expectation?
Expectation, I would say no. I mean, do as well as you can is the Swedish community. I hope for as good placements as possible. But as a group, we have talked about this, and we have set a target of getting to the podium. I mean,
you were so close.
Two
two
tiebreaker points off last time, so I mean, we could definitely do it. But I mean, this is the EuroBowl. We could also end up at 20th place. So I mean, it's super even, and you never know. But yeah, we're going for the podium. That's our set target. And yeah, and I don't think there is. I mean, last year the French team was just obscenely good.
Yeah,
and I don't see any super clear favorites this year. I mean, whatever the French pick, it's going to be an awesome team. So, so they'll still be up there, of course. But yeah.
Speaking of other teams, any particular team that you'd want to face? Like maybe you want to avenge that loss against the Danes from last year, for example.
Let's see. I mean, it's always fun to play one of the top teams and beat them. It would also be nice to beat Finland.
I'm sure the feeling is mutual.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, after they came over here and snagged 2 of our Swedish majors, 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have some revenge to claim.
Yeah.
Also, in our preparation rounds, we played Denmark and Canada on Fumble, and I mean, we played also Malta, Finland, and Netherlands. But the later 3 we beat in our practice matches. But Canada and Denmark we lost to, so probably I want to get a rematch against them to show them that we can beat them when it really counts. But yeah, also a shout out to the Italian team, which is really good, and a couple of good friends are playing for them, so that it would be nice to play against Italy.
BB Nut has appeared in the chat and says Canada sucks though, so that's not good. Winky face. Only joking. But yeah, so it sounds like you want to go like. So you're going to get first round, you're going to get France, and you're going to beat them. Then you're going to play Italy, and you're going to beat them. And then you're going to play like Germany, and you're going to beat them. You're going to beat the Danes, and then you're going to beat the Canadians. And then at the finals, you're going to lose to the Finns, so that we win the whole thing. And like that would be the miracle. That would be a great.
If that makes us second, then I'll take it.
Fair enough.
Even though it's Don't let me think over it.
It would be a hell of a lineup to have to go through, certainly. All right.
No, but think of that after party.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you ended up winning the entire thing like that, that would be like, I'm pretty sure
Finland first and us second.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, I'm sure that we would probably after that, like we'd probably start like a petition to get that, like a picture of that memorialized in like some kind of a statue or a monument at the Capitol, like if that actually happened.
Fair, yeah.
But yeah, no, but with that, we come to the final sort of. If you have any further thoughts that you want to get out there, or if you have any sort of tournaments in Sweden that are going to be happening in the future that you want to inform people about, like feel free.
I mean, sure. Why not? I am myself running the tournament Snowball, always the weekend before Christmas, in a small town called Ludvika, in 2.5 hours west of the main airport in Sweden. And we have some prominent figures coming. We have most of the Swedish team. We have Straume from Norway, and we have Andy Davo from England coming. So we still have like
Wales.
Nottingham. Call it whatever you like. He's playing for Wales.
Yeah.
We still have like 12 spaces open. So
a lot of competitive people going in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the only tournament that I know that doesn't have a Swiss draw. It's round robin and playoffs.
Ooh.
Everybody's still guaranteed six games.
Yeah.
Because why make it easy for the organizer?
when you are the organizer, like, you make any choice you want.
Yeah, and it's a reason to have a exciting spreadsheet.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a good one. And also we have the Swedish major. It's a team tournament of 3. 1st of February weekend.
In Sala, isn't it?
In Sala, yeah. It's just 1 hour west of the main airport. And also shout out to our captain's tournament in the middle of the March. The Gnellbältet team tournament. It's a tournament for pairs where you bring 2 rosters, you and your teammate, and you play both rosters 3 times.
Ooh, so you switch it. Okay, no, okay.
Yeah, it's a good tournament with some nice graphical videos from his co-organizer Hawaii. Really good animator and sound setter.
Ooh, okay. So he's got that sort of entertainment background. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I'll send you a link for the promo for the tournament. You can place it somewhere.
Yeah, will do.
Cool. And that's it for now, I think.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of a different flavor of tournament, like with the snowball and then the big tournament at Sala, and then the pair tournament with the switching rosters. Like, that sounds a very interesting time.
Yeah, bring a friend and come. I'm playing this year with my brother for the first time. That's gonna be very fun.
Interesting that it's your first time.
Yeah, because he's useless and can't come.
Fair enough. All right, but yeah, thank you.
He blames work and other stuff.
Yeah,
so you know how it is.
Yeah. Excuses, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for coming. Like, I appreciate it. It's probably a hectic time for everyone going to EUROBOWL. So
that's a pleasure.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here. Unfortunate that we couldn't manage to finagle Caillou to be here as well, but hopefully next time.
Then you have to record in the middle of the morning. Who wants to be awake then?
Yeah, fair. But yeah, I appreciate you coming. Hopefully everybody who was watching was entertained and is now better informed about the Swedish team and what they're hoping to achieve in EUROBOWL. And aside from that, as I always say, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Have a good one.